I put together a little sequence for you for traveling this summer. So this is something that I highly recommend you do after you're in a long car ride or airplane ride, and it'll be great for opening up the hips, the legs, relieving the pressure from the low back. So I'm just sitting as I'm sitting. Let me move back a little bit so you can see. On my knees and my ankles is a great way to start. Place your palms up or bring your hands to your heart. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale through the pelvic floor, up the torso, up the top of the head, and then exhale all the way back down. You can use the arm movements if you want, if it helps you get into it a little bit more. Inhaling up, expanding through the chest, and then exhale. And then bring your hands down. Palms down is grounding. Palms up is a little bit more energizing. And just notice if there's any difference on the shoulders, how you feel with when and if you move your hands in either direction. Just take a few more breaths here. Feel if there's any sensation starting to happen through the calves, through the legs, through the hips. If you, I don't even have any yoga props up here today. Hi, Miller. So if you, lay down, bud. Come here, lay down. If you don't have any yoga props and this is not comfortable for you, I'm just using my couch blanket and I'm just gonna prop it up right underneath my legs. Miller, lay down. Lay down. So I'm getting a little bit of support, so it's not painful for me here, okay? So you can fold up or use any of your blankets, or even, let's see, I also have a pillow here, couch pillow, and that works really well too. So you want to make sure that your spine is long, not rounding. So nice long spine. And last breath here. Good. And then let's go ahead and come up. Draw that right foot forward, and we're going to here, just for a minute as we're warming up the hips, draw the weight of the hips forward and back. Spread your toes forward. Come, lay down, lay down. He wants to interrupt and keep jumping on me. Miller, lay down, buddy, and back. Good. One more time, I know. And back. And now the next time that you come forward, let's go ahead and bring our hands down. And then notice here, so I'm going to walk this front foot out a little bit and kind of experiment with how it feels as I inhale forward and exhale back. What the distance is between the ankle and the knee. Does it feel better to be stacked? Or does it feel okay to kind of have it come out a little bit? I'm paying attention, noticing how it feels in the hip, and I'm using my breath to guide the practice, to guide the movement. See, I'm trying to feel the alignment, trying to feel in my body. I want you to learn how to do this for yourself. What feels good, what feels safe? There's a nice opening here. One of the things that's happened with the current yoga climate, and just kind of keep moving forward and back, is that we've gotten really, really safe with some postures as a way to keep students safe, obviously, when there's tons of students in class. But when it's just you, or you just have a few, come lay down, buddy. You don't need to be as cautious if you're really breathing. So here I can feel that, I'm getting a nice stretch in that left hip flexor as that right leg starts to come forward, but there's no pain in the knee and I'm moving really slowly. Good. And then same when I roll back. Good. Now I'm going to switch sides. Before I switch sides, I like to neutralize by tucking the toes under. Can you see on that side of the leg, just stretching that leg back and pressing into the heel, hugging the belly in the whole time as to support the low back. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Before I move into the other side, I like to pause and notice, whoa, it feels so different on this side than this side. My whole right leg is energized, active, alive, and the left side is feeling a little bit dull. So I'm gonna just start in here with my movement. Notice the first few rounds, I'm just pressing the foot down, And I'm just moving through the hips. I'm bending and straightening the leg. Seeing if there's anything I need to tune into here on this side. Ooh, that feels good. And then coming forward into my low lunge here. And now I'm just kind of experimenting. Very gentle sway, gentle movement of the hips, relaxing the shoulders. And then lengthening out through that front leg. So this leg is nice and long, but never totally locked out. You always want a little bit of air, a little puff of air, I always say, underneath the knee. So it's inhale forward and exhale back. And back. So my legs are a little bit tight today. I did a spin class yesterday and I did a lot of work on the computer today. So right now it's about 5:45. The kids are gonna come home in a few minutes and I love to do this practice right before they come home. Just giving myself a few breaths, really. A little bit of energy and a little bit of self-care before they come home. So I'm gonna plant now. Feel warmed up enough to plant. Planting my right hand and lift. Oh, I love this twist. So spacious. I can feel my belly hugging in. Can feel my back being supported. Just nice, long. Good. And then again, coming back into all fours, and I'll stretch that leg back. Tucking the toes under, just getting nice, long stretch in that left leg. And then I'll come to all fours and just do a little bit of cat-cow. Placing my hands, being really mindful with them, equal space, equidistant between my fingers and the mat. Inhaling, lifting, and then exhale, round. I'm going to tuck my toes under here too because I want to get a nice stretch into the feet. Little bend of the elbows. And then I'm going to walk the hands out about a foot or so, about a hand's distance or so. And I'm going to do nice big circles with my hips. Now this is one that I really love when my hips are tight or I've done a lot of sitting or a lot of walking, traveling. I can feel my hips tend to get really tight, so when I sway, I can feel a nice stretch all through the side waist. And then here, I have access to one of my favorite little vinyasas, which is just a nice gentle up dog, nice gentle child's pose. And I move on my breath here, so it's inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more time. And back. Hug my belly in the whole time to support my low back. And then I'll come forward right back to where I started. Drawing my chin towards my chest. Maybe bringing my hands on my heart. Just connecting to the inner life, the inner world. Seeing how that feels. Feeling the sensations in the body. Namaste.